Hi folks, in this video I'm going to show you how I made these little Disney wallets. I made this red one first for myself to use for US cash and my passport, and I'm making two more for my daughter-in-law. So if you'd like to see how I make them, keep watching. So let's get started on this wallet. This is a leather tassel that I purchased at Michael's with this lobster claw. They were separate and I found them in the jewelry department. I use them to add a little decoration to the loop on the wallet. This is the loop. It's optional, of course, if you want it or not. It's, I believe, 2x7, folded to the middle and folded again and pressed. So we'll be adding that on this one. The zipper, this is my outside of the wallet, my outside fabric. I added fusible heavy interfacing and my inside layer. These layers are, I believe they're 14x6. Yes, 14x6. So you don't really need a pattern for this. It's really simple to make, but I did save the file, so I will share it. You can change it however you like, make them any size you like. So I'm going to get my machine threaded and my zipper foot on, and I'll be right back. We'll get started. Okay, all set. So we'll set aside our loop and our little decorative tassel. And because I'm sewing this in a loop without a bottom seam, we're going to sew in our lining and our outside at the same time. So we're going to put this good side up. Your lining would be good side down. We're going to put our zipper right along one edge. I'm going to clip at this end, and I'm going to sew my zipper in right along this top edge. Remember to back stitch so your zipper is nice and secure. There we go. We have one side in. We're going to fold this back, and we're going to top stitch right along. Not an absolute necessity, but it makes it appear a lot more professionally done if you pay attention to those little details. So we'll get these threads out of the way so that I don't sew them into my zipper, which I definitely don't want to do. Okay, so we'll fold this up. Press it down nice and flat. You could probably use your iron at this point to press it down. And I'm going to top stitch right along to make it look nice and neat. Once again, back stitching at both ends. And there we go. So the first part of your zipper is done. We'll clear away our threads again. I've made a mistake a few times of getting ahead of myself, not cutting off my excess thread and sewing it into my zipper and having to take it apart and do a new zipper. So now that we have this side installed, you want to roll this up just to the edge. Again, your zipper will be facing down. Line it up nice and straight. I'm going to put one clip just to keep it from moving around. And we're going to sew again right along the edge. Back stitch at both ends. Okay, we'll cut off our excess thread again. And there we go. Now you need to be able to do that top stitch again. So you just want to pull your zipper open, turn it right side out. You're going to fold this down as you did on the first side. Make it nice and press in it, even use your iron. And now we're just going to do a nice top stitch all the way along this edge. There we go. I like the bright yellow on the blue. It's very Disney. It's cute. The threads out of the way. Okay, so just to show you what I've done so far, I'm going to close it up. So we're going to be putting the zipper in the front, like this. So I'm going to change the zipper foot on my machine back to my regular foot, and I'll be back to show you the next step. Okay, so part 2 of putting this bag together, you want to make sure that your zipper is open some, although we're going to sew this side first. I've clipped this just to get a fold in it, about the same size that I used on the white one. So this will put my zipper about an inch and a half down, but you can put it anywhere you like. The first thing we need to do is to close up our loop if you're going to use it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm just going to sew down both sides. No need to back stitch at the ends on these. Okay, so I'm just going to cut off my thread that I don't want around. So what we're going to be doing is folding the loop in half. You're going to tuck it in, all the way in, good side tucked in. But leave some out that you're going to sew into your side seam. Sewed it. I would leave about an inch out to make sure that I catch it really, really well. And I think I will just put a pin in it to make sure it doesn't move around while I'm sewing, but I'll put the pin way back out of my way. So what we're going to do now is sew down this right side, back and forth 3 or 4 times over your zipper, because you're going to be cutting this off and you want to make sure that your zipper doesn't come apart. So go back and forth several times. So we'll do that. Back stitch at the top and the bottom. Forward on my zipper, back stitch, forward, back stitch, and I'll go forward now to the bottom. Okay, we'll cut off our threads again. Okay, you don't want to use good fabric scissors to do this. We're going to cut off our zipper, and then you can cut off the tails for this loop. And because I sewed the good fabric and lining at the same time, I have this raw edge. I don't have a serging machine, so I'm just going to use a zigzag stitch to go back and forth over the edge to make sure that my fabric doesn't fray inside the wallet, because that wouldn't be very nice, especially if you're giving it as a gift. So I'm going to switch to a zigzag and go back and forth close to the edge to seal it up. Stitch. I'm going to turn it around and do the same going the opposite direction to give it a really good seal. There we go. That should keep it secure. And we'll get the threads out of the way. I have some thread bunched up here. And now we're going to do the other side. But before you do the other side, you want to make sure your zipper is open so that you're going to be able to turn this right side out when you're done with the seam. So open up your zipper. And I'm going to line this up. And I think I'll put a pin in it just to make sure it doesn't move. I'm going to do the same on this side. as I did here. And I'm going to repeat several times over the zipper to make sure that we don't lose the pull when we're opening the zipper. So we'll do that. Switch back to a regular stitch. Back stitch at the beginning and the end. Back, forward, back, forward, and forward to the end with a back stitch. There we go. We're going to trim this off, again, not using your good scissors. I'm very bad. I use these scissors for everything. Throw that away. Get that out of the way. Okay, we'll take our pins out. We don't need them anymore. And as I did on the first side, I'm going to zigzag back and forth on the side to stop the fabric from fraying. We want it to be nice and neat as a gift. Slowly over the zipper. And I'm going to turn and go back and do it again. There we go. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and turn this right side out. See how cute it is. We'll get there. There's our loop. I don't put any interfacing in the fabric for the loop, by the way, because I did on my own wallet and I'm not crazy about that. I prefer that I didn't on the white one. Go ahead and turn these out. Push our corners out. It's cute. I like it with the bright yellow zipper. I'm going to press this all and make it nice and square. I'll use the end of a paintbrush or something to push out the corners. Make sure our zipper works nice. And I've cut out mini that I'm going to iron on. So I think my daughter-in-laws will love them. So I'm going to use my Easy Press to apply this mini. And press the wallet and it'll be done. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Oh, we need to add our tassel. Add that to the handle. There we go. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I hope you'll make some and please post pictures if you do. Thank you for watching.